Hari Om kids! Today's focus of Bal Sanskar is on Raksha Bandhan. Our Indian culture is adorned with the garland of sacrifice and service. One flower of this garland is the festival of Raksha Bandhan. Although Raksha Bandhan is a festival for siblings, in a broader sense, today is the day to make auspicious resolutions, to experience the presence of the Supreme Being, and to pay homage to the sages. Brothers protect our material wealth, but saints and gurus safeguard our spiritual treasures. The spiritual values acquired by a seeker should not be scattered. They shouldn't be plundered by vices like lust, anger, greed, etc. Therefore, a seeker seeks protection from the gurus. Raksha Bandhan is a day to remember and reinforce that protection. It comes in the Bhavishya Puran. Wearing the protective thread on this festival destroys all diseases and inauspicious deeds. By wearing it once a year, a person remains protected throughout the year. When Shachi tied a Rakhi to Indra, he achieved victory in the battle. Kunti tied a Rakhi to Abhimanyu, and as long as a thread of Rakhi was tied on Abhimanyu's wrist, he fought in the battle. The thread might be small, but the auspicious intent of the one tying it and the belief of the one wearing it prove effective. On this festival, sisters offer well wishes for their brothers. Gurus extend their blessings to their disciples, and the disciples also wish for the well-being of their gurus, saying, Gurudev, may you have a long life and may your health be strong. Gurudev, may you succeed in uplifting millions like us. Let us pray to Gurudev. Brother might protect the sister to some extent, but Gurudev, only you can protect our minds and intellect, even more than millions of brothers. Please safeguard our emotions and faith. Let's begin today's session of Bal Sanskar by remembering Pujya Bapuji.
Now all children will hum Omkar. Hari Now, children, we will do Tratak. Tratak increases our concentration and memory power. Hari Om children, now it's time for the story. A unique story of a brother and sister, enhancing devotion and wisdom. Once upon a time, there was a girl named Saraswati. Saraswati was her parents' only daughter. Close to their home was a temple of Sri Gopalji. The priest regularly carried out worship rituals in the temple. The priest did not have any children of his own, so he felt that Bhagwan was his son. The priest treated Saraswati as his daughter. Saraswati used to observe the priest while he performed all the rituals. Once she asked the priest, "Who is this?" The priest replied, "This is Krishna Gopal, my son. If you call me your daughter and he is your son, does that make us siblings?" The priest replied, "Yes, he is your brother." This affirmation settled deeply in Saraswati's pure heart that Banki Bihari Ji, or Gopal, installed in the temple, is her brother. She learned the rituals while watching the priest. Bhagwan blessed Saraswati with his darshan at the tender age of 9. At her earnest request, he appeared in a tangible form before her and accepted the food offered by her on Shravani Purnima. Bhagwan Gopal also got a holy thread tied by her around his wrist. After some time, Saraswati received a marriage proposal from a decent family. Her parents and priests consented with her marriage. Saraswati rushed to the temple and called her brother Gopal Bhagwan, and Bhagwan appeared in front of her. "Gopal, I got a marriage proposal and my parents consented to it." Bhagwan replied, "I do also agree you get married." "Okay then, but with one condition. You should come and visit me there, and when I remember you, of course." Upon agreeing, Bhagwan Krishna disappeared. She got married, and brother Gopal would visit his sister Saraswati from time to time at her in-laws' place, and would also disclose to her the secrets of his supreme knowledge. As a result, the devotion latent Sanskar, which means the mental impressions or tendencies that we continue from former lives, were awakened within her, giving rise to spiritual curiosity. She asked, "What is the real nature of Bhagwan in her heart?" Bhagwan Shri Krishna answered, "Saraswati, this brother-sister relationship we share is only a worldly perspective. You see yourself as a girl, but that's just your body. It's not the true you. The idea of being at your in-laws or your paternal home is rooted in ignorance. In reality, you are an eternal, invisible part of me. Every living being is an inseparable part of me, though they may not realize it. You are within me, and I am within you. Recognize your true self. Understand your soul, and you will see that this world is but a dream. Your essential nature is one of blissful consciousness." Saraswati listened to the Tattvic discourse, or the discourse from the Supreme Entity, in the form of her brother Gopal, with full attention and concentration. Bhagwan continued further, "Dear sister, in his past life, your husband was also my devotee, where he was a Brahmin and you were his wife, both being great devotees of mine. By a sign of my divine play, both of you have descended here on earth again, and now you both will continue devotion, leading a life of spiritual fulfillment." Upon hearing this spiritual instruction, Saraswati found profound peace. And then, when her bhaiya, brother Gopal, put his hand on Saraswati's head, the essence of Bhagwan manifested within her intellect. Similarly, her husband, inspired by Bhagwan's grace, remembered his past lives and, abandoning all delusion and attachment, engaged himself in devotion to attain the supreme abode. So you see, children, Bhagwan is the only one who is ready to become a son, a mother, a father, a friend, and also a brother. There is such wonderful power in devotion. Now all the children will chant loudly, Sri Krishna Chandra Bhagwan Ki Jai. The glory of Indian culture. On August 19th, it's Shravani Purnima and Raksha Bandhan. It has great cultural significance in Sanatan Dharma. On this day of Shravani Purnima, the music from Samaved in the form of songs and melodies was revealed. One who worships Goddess Saraswati on this day gets the strength and the proficiency in Raga Vidya. On this day, Brahmins change their sacred thread and pray to Lord Brahma, the sun, to protect them throughout the year. On this day, seafarers and sailors worship and offer coconut to the sea god while praying for their safety by taking a drop of blood from their little finger and offering it to the sea god. When King Dashrath felt regretful for the sin of killing Shravan Kumar, he of course apologized to Shravan's parent and dedicated Shravani Purnima in the name of Shravan. On Raksha Bandhan, the sister ties the thread of protection on the brother's wrist, which means that my brother should be victorious over all obstacles throughout the year. The sister applies tilak on the brother's forehead and resolves that my brother should become Trilochan and should not fall into the mess of pleasures. May my brother's vision be blessed. On this day, the brother not only satisfies his sister by giving her material things, he also takes the responsibility of his sister's life or the responsibility of removing the difficulties in her life. Just as a sister tries a Rakhi to her brother, similarly disciples also tie Rakhis to their guru so that he protects them from vices and evil desires. On this day, while tying a Rakhi to Gurudev in your mind, we should pray, O my Sadgurudev, whenever I fall into the entanglements and attractions of this world, please protect me. Hey Gurudev, we are not tying a Rakhi or a thread, but a symbol of our faith and prayer. Bless us with your devotion.
Do's and don'ts, what to do and what not to do on Raksha Bandhan. Children, on Raksha Bandhan, it's important to know the best time to tie the Rakhi. According to Indian time, the best time is on August 19th from 1:35 p.m. to 9 p.m. You should tie the Rakhi during this time. There's a time called Bhadra in the morning from 5:53 a.m. to 1:32 p.m. when you shouldn't tie the Rakhi, so do not tie it then. For those in New York, the best time to tie the Rakhi is on August 19th from 6:11 a.m. to 2:25 p.m. So try to tie the Rakhi during this period. In Chicago, the best time is from 6:04 a.m. to 1:25 p.m. Remember to tie the Rakhi during these times. The Bhadra period, which is not a good time to tie the Rakhi, ends before sunrise, so you don't need to worry about it. Rakhi should not be tied during the Bhadra period. Ravana had a protection thread or Rakhi tied by Surpanakha during Bhadra, and as a result, his entire family was destroyed that same year. Bhadra is the sister of Shani, Saturn, and just as Shani's cruel gaze causes harm, Bhadra's influence also brings misfortune. You should always tie the Rakhi on your brother's wrist in the right way. First, put a tilak, a mark on your brother's forehead using roli, red powder, and akshat, rice. Then tie the Rakhi on his right wrist. After that, give him a sweet to eat. Next, do his arti and wish for his happy life. After the Rakhi is tied, brothers should touch their elder sister's feet as a sign of respect. Make a Vedic Rakhi and first offer one Rakhi to the sacred picture of the Guru or Bhagwan. Then sisters should tie it to their brothers, mothers to their children, and grandmothers to their grandsons, all while making a good intention. While tying the protection thread, say this verse.
येन बद्धो बली राजा दानवेन्द्रो महाबलः तेन त्वां रक्ष बध्नामि रक्षे माचलः.
Thin protection thread that had bound the mighty King Bali. With that I bind you. May you be protected. May this thread not break, and may you always remain protected and secure. This is the promise that sisters should make when tying the Rakhi to their brothers. Health safety during the rainy season. During the rainy season, our digestive fire is weak, which may lead to problems like indigestion, fever, gas, cold, cough, and stomach issues. To stay healthy during this time, it's better to eat less food and sometimes even fast. Light meals are good for your health. Pay special attention to the cleanliness of water. To avoid diseases like cholera, boil the water, let it cool down. Remove the water from top and consume the rest of it. Add hard and rock salt to your meals. It is good to include fenugreek, drumstick, pointed gourd, bottle gourd, amarnath, spinach, apple, pomegranate, grapes, moong dal, warm milk, garlic, ginger, dried ginger, carom seeds, porridge, onion, cowpea, sesame, and mustard oil in your diet during the season. It is good to avoid fried foods like puri and pakoras. Avoid black gram, pigeon pea, flour-based items, cold drinks, ice cream, sweets, banana, buttermilk, sprouted greens, leafy vegetables in your diet during this season. Avoid mangoes after Dev Shayani Ekadashi. Skin diseases, malaria, and typhoid are more common in this season. Protect your food and drinks from flies and germs by keeping them clean. Avoid consuming yogurt and buttermilk from the market. During the Chaturmas period, taking a bath with water mixed with amla and sesame seeds helps to remove impurities. Questionnaire. Get ready for the questionnaire. What is the significance of Shravani Purnima? What is the meaning of Raksha Bandhan festival? How should one protect health during the rainy season? Which vegetables should be consumed in the rainy season? What lesson do we learn from today's story? Narayan, 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 Narayan. With this, today's Sanskar Kendra concludes. We will meet again next week with a new knowledge-enhancing topic. Until then, Hari Om!